catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game with 5 seconds remaining.
Oh yeah. We packing somebody up tonight. Hey. Come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air. We about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe. You already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the Trey, yes and no, friends and the foes, the Butlers and the Heroes. You can feel it in your soul. But when the ring is the goal, but if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing. Like Jimmy down the lane of 13 off the screen. Whole squad keep it tucked like number 17. Bring your takes and your memes. Going hard for the team. Going down in the basement. It's going down in the basement. Get your takes off. Get your takes off. Going down in the basement.
Yep. Welcome to the Basement Post-Game Show. It was right there, fellas. It was right there. No, it wasn't. We got our ass blew the fuck out tonight by the Milwaukee Bucks, 138-122. My name is Royal A. Shepherd, and I'm joined today by a couple of guys. One, my boy Bubba. Bubba, how you doing today?
Pretty sick to my stomach right now. I mean, that shit was fucking revolting, embarrassing, distasteful, shameful. Shit, sound like Dr. Seuss over here, bro. That shit was fucking gross. I can't believe we just wasted all of our time and energy on that.
I didn't waste all my time. I missed like 40% of the second half because we already knew what the outcome was by then. My man Stone pulling up one time. Stone, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Royal. I mean, first of all, congratulations to myself, first and foremost. My soccer team advanced to the next round of the UEFA Champions League today. Go Man City, go.
My man.
So that it's a beautiful day for me, Royal. This season was over when it started. Am I supposed to be upset? I don't know.
It's cool. Oh, we got some more body else. We got my dog Jess pulling up one time to work. Jess, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. I'm fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, great. And of course, rounding out this panel. Wait, we got somebody else? My boy George pulled up one time. George, how are you?
Terrible. How are you?
I'm doing well. I can't put myself on the bottom of these white people. And of course, rounding out this panel, we got the two lovely members of the Cain Gang pulling up one time. We got my boy Cain Kendall, and of course the chairman of the Gang Cain, Ricky Kendall. How you doing today? That's dope. You on mute.
I agree.
Oh, you asked me. I didn't know who you said. I'm straight. Can't complain. Personally, the team the team. Not gonna blame the team for being bad. The team wasn't bad. 2 people were bad. 3 people were bad, and we'll get to that.
No, for sure. Last but not least, Cain, Ricky, how you doing today?
I feel wonderful. Today was a great day.
I imagine so. So we're gonna start the show off by thanking Dan the Film Gym with the $5 dono. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. He said Duncan White Wine Donuts is a playoff bum. The FAU Owls being crowned the key to Boca Raton was more fun than this train wreck. I agree. Thank you, Luke Apollon, with the $1.99 dono. He said talent versus undrafted. For sure. We're gonna start this conversation with Kendall. Kendall, what went wrong tonight?
$45,235,334 U.S. American dollars, funded by Mick Harrison himself, untaxed in the state tax in the state of Florida. That is the combination of salary that Duncan Robinson and Kyle Lowry make. That's fucking issue. It stops there. You can add Tyler Herro to that equation as well. His extension has not kicked in, but that'll be a smooth $27 million next year. So just add 27 to what that number is, and that's 72,235,334 U.S. American dollars that are not taxed, no state income tax. Therefore, they don't even have to pay a percentage of that. And they are the anchor that holds this team down and has held this team back for 2 years now. We can sit here and talk about undrafteds and this and that in the third, but it was a 29-point game at one point in the second half. And it's like 2 minutes and something left. And Kyle Lowry and Duncan Robinson happened to be playing basketball. Who, in what scenario would those players that making that much money on any other team be on the court? It just tells you how bad and how much dog shit they are when it comes to playing basketball. And it just is what it is. Like, those type of players making that type of money supposed to make impact, bro. Like, on a basketball game, on a basketball team. Like, that's high level pay to not do nothing, dog. Like, this shit is sickening. And like, we could talk about the undrafteds and all this, but I think that's them three right there, and Tyler not being there, as it just seems to be the case. Jimmy and Bam both came out. Bam came out aggressive. Jimmy came out doing what he does. And Bam started making shots. He did his thing. I don't think we can look at that nice little poster on Brook Lopez. Oh, that's cool. But in the world,
he cropped out that scope.
Yeah,
blowed out when he did that shit.
Respectfully, it was a smart decision. But in a world where 3 is always going to be greater than 2, our 2 best players are good at making 2-pointers. And the people who are supposed to hit 3s, one is Duncan Robinson, immediately had to get snatched off the court. Like, immediately. Kyle Lowry, I don't know what Kyle Lowry did. It was a possession when that man was just sprawling on the floor, like, and he threw the ball, and I think it went to like Pat Connaughton or Grayson Allen. Same thing, to be honest. But them boys called it. It's ridiculous, bro. Like, I know I'm going off, but y'all, like, them boys are so shitty. Like, all 3 of them, like, they all pieces of shit, bro. When it comes to basketball, like, they don't move the fucking needle.
I'm assuming that this is a Milwaukee Bucks fan. He said y'all energy is different on this stream. I mean, bunch of misspellings. And but I mean, hey, bro, listen, we lost. So Milwaukee fans get the opportunity to talk this shit. But don't bring your ass in talking crazy now.
Because you will.
Because I will fire your ass up.
That nigga got the Black Panther as his little emoji. Like, put your face on there, ugly bitch.
Stone, we coming to you, bro. Give me your thoughts on the game.
I wish it never happened. It was pretty terrible. Yeah, there's Todd Bowley. Just great. Man, I saw Drew Holiday come out there and look like the most dominant player on the court. And that just really reaffirmed for me how sorry some of these guys on our team are at defense. It's a really tough thing to watch. I wanted to throw my controller when Duncan picked up that foul on that 3-point shot. I don't know how he was making contact with Grayson Allen there. I don't know why he was like even remotely close to Grayson Allen there, but somehow he reached out and touched him as he's on the ground and just gave him an extra point. I mean, it's shit like that. These guys have never felt like a cohesive basketball team. Not at one point this season, at least for like a sustained period. Yeah. I don't know about all that. Yeah, they're both pretty sorry.
Mike Bibby had one of his worst tenures of his career in Miami. Like, that was one of the absolute worst signings Miami did. I want to thank my man James Todd with a $20 dono. He said, look, we weren't winning the series if we won tonight. But the fact that we lost in this fashion without Giannis on the floor, I can see the Bucks reeling off 4 straight. Our team is so talent deficient, it's disgusting. Listen, we all know, like we've been talking about it all year about Miami playing against teams without their best player. Same thing. Like I know it felt good game 1. Everybody, we was all there. You know, we lived that moment. Now let's live in the reality that this is probably more akin to the games that we're going to see for the rest of the series than that first one was. Jess, I'm coming to you this time. Give me your thoughts on the game.
I agree with everything that's been said. I agree with that comment. I think we're talent deficient. I think, you know, we're watching this game and we're not even exchanging baskets. We're just not scoring and not getting stops. And I understand that they're shooting 60%, you know, from 2 and from 3 for most of the game. I'm pretty sure last time I checked. But our defense has to factor in there somewhere. I'm not going to take away from them being talented. I'm not going to take away from Middleton or Jrue Holiday or even Bobby Portis, who I can't stand. But what I can't stand more is to watch our non-existent perimeter defense and just watch them drain 3 after. I can't. It pains me. Like, I just can't watch it. I just can't watch it. Like, I had to walk away for a second because I'm like, there's just no way. There's no way. Like, we're here trying to play man-to-man when we have no one on our team that can play defense. Like, yeah, I get it. We're going to get screwed playing zone too. But that, I mean, oh my God, every screen, you can't get around it. Like, pick one, go over or go under. But at the end of the day, it's like they had all these open shots the entire game. It was just never going to happen. It was never going to happen. We talked about this on Spaces quickly before the game. We're like, their best players out in typical Heat fashion. We are just going to suck so badly, worse than we would have with them in the game. I don't want to talk about Tyler. I'm not going to be one of those people. I am going to say that his absence.
What do you mean by that?
His absence was felt on the offensive end, and exactly what we thought would happen happened. Where there's this confusion on offense of like who's going to pick up the slack and shoot these shots and like try to get us going a little bit. Again, this isn't a conversation about whether he's efficient or not. It's like who's actually taking those shots with him gone. It was just bad all around. I mean, look, Budenholzer's smart. Like, we all could have assumed he's probably going to do something with Brook Lopez and change it up and blah, and he did. And you have this guy in the paint dominating us. You have Bam with 5 rebounds when he's the only person on this team that stands a chance of getting a rebound on our team against the Bucks. That's unacceptable. Like, whether he had a decent game on offense or not, it's like, who's picking up those rebounds for you? It's just... It was really, really bad, really painful all the way around. We had 3 guys in double digits through the third quarter. You are not beating the 1 seed when you have 3 guys in double digits at the end of the third. They had 120 points with 9 whole ass minutes left. This is the most points that have ever been dropped on the Heat's head in a playoff game. There's nothing good to say about this game.
I mean, first of all, you cooked just there. But second of all, like when you're talking about some of that wide open shooting that was going on, that's why you got Pat Connaughton having 22 and Joe Ingles having 17 points. Like, yeah, you can blame look, I get it. You want to blame Bam, but we got to talk about spoiling some of these rotations too. They started Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez tonight, and not one goddamn time did Spo put the tallest members of his rotation out there at the same time. Like, just
no, I wasn't blaming it. It's not all on Bam by any means. Sure. But I'm like, where are those rebounds coming from if he has 5? You know, like the defense. I mean, we have no one. I almost missed Tyler's defense watching Duncan try to play defense, and I can't believe those words are coming out of my mouth. It was really bad. And we were able to get some steals. But what does it matter? We're going to capitalize on them when we're down 35. It's a little late for that. Like,
you were still watching the game?
She dedicated, bro.
But at least we got steals and we didn't run into our own players on fast breaks.
Oh, wait. I forgot one last point. I really, we have Highsmith and Big Z in the game, and they kept their starters in. That's just disrespectful.
Hey, bro, they had to prove a point. They had to prove a point after game 1. Like, I think this was a statement game for them. Yeah, like it's like I'm gonna put your dick in the dirt today to let you know what this is, and it's not gonna be what you think it is. Bubba, we coming to you, brother. Give me your thoughts on the game.
I mean, listen, some of the things are predictable because we go out there, right? Yeah, that's true. Quite literally true. But like Kendall was right on, man. Like these dudes who are paying a lot of money are either not playing or when they do play, they're playing poorly. Like Max Strus and Kyle Lowry is the equivalent of Chris Griffin and Mrs. Puff out there. Like that's what we're running with, bro. Like Kyle Lowry tonight was an embarrassment to the game of basketball, to this beautiful game of basketball. Max Strus did 31 minutes of straight fucking nothing. I have no idea how, bro, like it literally looked like Brook Lopez was the tallest creature ever created next to Max Strus. Like it looked like I was dunking on a 4-year-old. I'm sick of 95% of this roster. Just to remind everybody, Tyler Herro broke his hand 2 days ago, falling down routinely. It just hits me every 10 seconds.
Word to
routinely.
Bitch, you won't never forget.
Man up mid rant, bro.
He threw me the cleanest.
Listen, we're not here to talk Dolphins. We're not here to talk Dolphins. We're here to talk about how this team just put on a national fucking embarrassment on national television against, you know, a bunch of backups. But for real, this team has
versus the Chargers on Sunday Night Football. Let's go,
bro. I cannot watch.
Everybody who called Kendall they up and they get to know the basement.
I need
right now.
Dude, I'm like trying to think of something to say that doesn't correlate with the tour performance right now.
Hold on, I got you. I'm giving you some time. What the thing with the $5 don't know? He said Lowry, the muffin topping flopper, has returned for sure. I got a couple more, and then I'll let you get back to it. Just to bless my op with the $1.99, don't know. He said, not gonna lie, the Nasties will be in the rotation on the Heat. That's disgusting fucking work to even put that out there. Want to thank James Todd for the $10 don't know. He said, can we also talk about how our team made Lopez look like Prime Kareem and Joe Ingles look like Larry Bird? Joe Ingles ran ISOs on Max Strus. Let that sink in. He saw Strus and said, clear out. Nah. But Soto, I mean, it is Strus that we're talking about. Go ahead, Bubba.
Yeah, so this team straight up is the least talented team in the playoffs. Like, it's not close. And that includes the 2 playing teams that all went home. That includes the 7 through 10 seeds on both sides of the conference. We are the least talented team. We needed Jimmy Butler to come through tonight, and he didn't even get the opportunity because the Bucks went on a personal, 30-2 run at one point. I knew the Bucks would come back and kind of like, you know, look a little bit more respectable than they did last time. But goddamn, the team today really didn't get off the bus. It looked like they seemed pretty content with just stealing a game in Milwaukee, and that really should not have been the mentality. We needed to win today to give the team some hope, and that's what happens when you're paying $47 million to, you know, a combined 1,000 pounds of dead weight.
Most of that is Lowry. Oh, damn, he kind of fucked up my flow because I was going to George next, but I ain't not.
Talk, man. George's name is elite. I ain't gonna lie.
He in 5 transactions. George, give me your thoughts on the game, bro.
No.
Fine. Ricky, give me your thoughts on the game.
I will not be silenced. I will speak.
Watch me show you.
Right, I'm trying to tell you. This mute button works so good. Ricky, go ahead, Cain. Your mic ain't working, I don't think. I can't hear you. Ricky, I can't hear you. He going crazy, too. Can y'all hear him?
No.
He said.
How about now? Good?
There you go.
Yes. I love it. Okay, look. What did y'all expect? Did y'all really think that the alternate universe edition of the 2021 first round was going to result in Miami having a chance in the series, even without Giannis? I mean, come on. What are we doing? You know, like, okay, they won after everybody was freaked out in game one, and then they came back, and it was the same story as what we saw when Milwaukee dog-walked Miami last time. I mean, these regular season victories have a lot of fans in a, dare I say, a tizzy, because, like, oh, Miami won a couple regular season games. Ask the 1989 Cleveland Cavaliers how they felt about the Chicago Bulls heading into Game 5 of that series. And Michael ended up, you remember when Michael hit that game winner and was doing that fist pump? That was after Cleveland won 6 straight regular season home games. Regular season don't mean nothing anymore. This Heat team is not the Heat team that LeBron James used to play for. I need y'all to understand this, okay? LeBron ain't walking through that door. Prime Dwayne Wade ain't walking through that door. A crying Chris Bosh at the end of Game 6 against Dallas isn't walking through that door.
He's a bitch.
Wow. Normalize men crying. But anyways.
Not because he's crying, because on his
2006, Alonzo Mourning ain't walking through that door.
Losers.
2006, Antoine Walker shimmying on the ground in Dallas isn't walking through that door. I need y'all to understand this. This team sucks, okay? I know culture is like a big fantasy thing where it's like, oh, yeah, let's if we believe hard enough, we'll steal a game. You know, well, you stole a game, and they about to get their lick back very quickly, okay? I mean, remember what happened in 2021 when they were an arguably worse team. I mean, in, what was it, games 3 and 4 were in Miami, and I remember people like, man, is this the time when the Heat have a chance? No, they don't have a chance. It's over. Giannis will be back for game 3. He's going to be all right. And just look at what happened. They're bench players. I mean, let me see. Let me run through some stats very quickly. Let's see. Bobby Portis, 13 and 15. Yeah, 15 rebounds. Chris Middleton only played 28 minutes, had 16 points. Brook Lopez was 5 points off of 30. So, all right. You know, it wasn't quite 30 points.
With no three-pointers.
Drew Holiday had 24, 11, and 5. Grayson Allen had 16 points. Pat Connaughton had 22 points off the bench, and Joe Ingles was waving people off multiple times during the game when it came to ISO. Like, I mean, Joe Ingles, who's on a surgically reconstructed, was it left or right in one of the knees, is waving your defender, is waving help off. People, I know y'all believe in your team, but it's okay. This series is over.
So, dude, that's what happens when you're guarded by someone who's built like the Cub Scout from Up. Like, that's what we're fucking doing, bro. Like, when Max Strus comes out on you, bro, and it looks like Russell saying, like, hi, can I help you cross the street today? Like, let me help you escort yourself to the fucking rim. Like, this is a fucking joke. We throw him out there for legitimate minutes. We started him and Duncan Robinson today. What are we expecting? And then we threw Baymax out there as a fucking joke on top of that. Like, come on now, bro. Like, we can't do this. It's crazy.
He had y'all feeling real special for about 3 possessions in the first half.
I ain't gonna hold you. I fuck with that Baymax reference. Fa la 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 la. Goddamn, I'm with that shit. That shit go hard. Thank you, Unlucky 13 with the $9.99. Don't know. He said Max Strus had a career night in the play-in just to get ISO'd by JCC middle school coach who tore his ACL last year. I'm sick. Listen, bro. Like, that's the problem. Like, this team doesn't have enough anything on either side to win these games. So it's kind of like from game to game, you're going to be asking, well, where do they go from here? Because, I mean, to be honest, I'm not putting it past Miami to win another game in this series. I just have no idea which one it's going to be, because one game they're going to come out and they're going to play like the Harlem Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals. Like, it's just, that's what it's going to be. Go ahead.
We're going to get Gabe Vincent's last dance. It's going to be spectacular.
Joe Ingles' nickname, according to Pro Basketball Reference, is Slow-Mo Joe. And he was calling a fucking ISO on your fucking head. Slow-Mo Joe. Not ISO Joe. Slow-Mo Joe. That's what we got right now.
You said what, Kendall?
I want to fight. And just because Jess went right after me and said, I'm not going to be one of those people when it comes to Tyler Herro, that's who I got to fight. Jess, you are absolutely wrong in that sense. Tyler Herro deserves a lot of the fucking blame. He is not here The offense did not look confused at all by my eyes. Bam came out and said, fuck it.
Give me the ball.
I hear the noise. I'm finna put this bitch up. And he was bricking, but he was throwing that shit up at the rim. And I was like, all right, cool. Everybody knew what they was trying to do. It didn't work, but they knew what they was doing on offense. Rebounds. Hey, man, when you're small, little, old, like, bro, this team. They disgusting, bro. But hey, niggas, this is why you make the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? Because you never know what can happen. And that's fair, but bitch, I would much rather be knowing I got picked 14 at the lowest right now than being like, oh, cool. Because no, bro, like, this ain't it, This
like,
ain't it, cousin.
So, like, that's another thing. Like, even when you say stuff like this ain't it, it kind of leads me to Jimmy's game. And I want to throw that to George. Because Jimmy's stat line was 25. He shot 8 of 12. Shot 10 free throws. I ain't feel none of that. Like, it didn't feel impactful at all. It just felt like somebody putting up stats. George, did you feel the same way, or did you feel like he was actually, like, doing something?
First things first, let me get my revenge. Thank you. All right.
Don't you dare.
Well, hey, that's anti-black. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that.
That boy got crazy back there now.
Whoa.
All right. The reason you didn't feel that from Jimmy Butler is because Spo didn't want you to feel that from Jimmy Butler. Max Strus played more minutes than Jimmy Butler tonight. 31 team high. He went 11 deep, where every single player in that rotation played 11 or more minutes. The lowest being Kevin Love, the highest being Max Strus. What the fuck? Let me fix this rotation quickly. Duncan Robinson played 25 minutes, put that down to 5.
Oh my
Jimmy
God.
Butler played 28 minutes, put that up to 38. Bam played 24 minutes, put that up to 36. Vincent, down to 16. Lowry, 0. Kevin Love, 14. Caleb Martin, 26. Victor Oladipo, 4. Highsmith, 0 off the team. Zeller, 12 is fine. That's how you fix the rotation.
Cook.
Fuck with this 11-man rotation bullshit. Why you've got playoff superstar Jimmy Butler playing 28 fucking minutes is a joke.
George, the game was over by like
the game wasn't over at the beginning of the game when you don't. It's not.
It was over by like
Yeah, it
the
was.
first quarter.
It was over by bro. Like by the time the second quarter, bro.
It was over when Bobby Portis called Bam a bitch to his face.
When
and
Kevin
Bam
Love
shook his
came
head,
in the game was over, bro.
It does not bother me. You can't mount a comeback with Haywood Highsmith on the floor. You can't mount a comeback. You can't do shit.
Oh, you, bro. They cut it to 19.
What about culture?
They cut it to 19, George. What else you want the man? Like the thing with the Spo talk, bro. We can't sit here and talk about fucking rotations, man. It's 11 people whose name was not called at the NBA draft. Not by Adam Silver, not by David Stern, or the nigga who comes in after, the deputy sheriff nigga who calls
the Asian guy.
Mark something.
The Asian guy. The Asian dude.
They didn't get their name called, bro. Like, so, and this is my thing. We went from 50-something win teams to just a shot away from the finals with the same fucking game. I'm not hearing that Spo shit, bro. Like, I'm not hearing it. Like, no one got better on this team other than Bam offensively throughout the whole season and Caleb Martin.
Wait a minute now. So you saying you ain't trying to listen to no Spo slander? I find that difficult.
Rotations with G Leaguers. I'm not trying to hear that.
I don't give a fuck. Like
well, that's cool for you, but
that man got
he's playing these idiots 20, 31 minutes.
He started Duncan Robinson.
This is not football. This is basketball.
I get it, but he started Duncan Robinson tonight.
Basketball players can take over and they can bring themselves together and do their own shit, bro. They don't need coaching all the time.
Right, Duncan Robinson.
This court has been together for 4 years. If you still, for 4 years, you still depending on a coach to pull your shit together for you every single time shit go wrong, And if it's not the coach, it's Jimmy Butler. And if it's not Jimmy Butler, it's Bam for one game in the series.
Do we have a 4 on the roster? Like, is there a 4? Like,
Kevin
he
Love
has
is
to
33 years
reinvent
old.
basketball lineups.
The
Kevin
4
Love,
on the
he's
roster
70.
is Victor Oladipo's jersey number. And I want to thank Luke Alphabon for the 499 don't know. He said Ingles did Max like that old head at the rec. Back in my day, MJ couldn't guard me and literally mocked and laughed at Strus, bro. I was hurt. I don't know how much Strus stock you have, but you were in the gutter. Alex Campbell for the 499 don't know. No. Bam did not get better at offense. I mean, you obviously didn't watch basketball, because if you think from the beginning of the year, from last year to now, you don't think he got better on offense?
He got worse from the All-Star break to now, though.
Absolutely. But what's the bigger sample size? The whole year or just the small?
That's true.
I'm going to quote you, Dale. I could die tomorrow. What have you done for me lately?
That doesn't apply here. But okay. Thank you, James Todd, for the $5.
Hold on. Let's just read this dono.
Oh, my
She
bad.
ain't talked in 20 minutes. And it got white in the message, so I want to.
Okay, thank you, James Todd, for the $5. Joe Ingles was really out here looking like Whitewater from NBA Street Volume 2, pointing at us after hitting threes. I hate it here. I wish I got that reference, but I don't. I hope it's funny.
You don't know who Whitewater is?
No.
You don't know what NBA Street is?
No.
Damn.
Wait, is that the video game?
No. It's
Oh my god.
No,
Yeah.
Is that the one where they played like street ball or no?
No, absolutely not. Thank you, David Sasson, with the 2,500 Colorado Retreat Christian bucks. He said, "I need Kayla to deploy his Troy Polamalu." I already told you what it was. I need Kayla to deploy his Troy Polamalu layup package. Also, send Duncan and Max to the hotel to learn the Chinese national anthem.
Here we go.
Listen, bro. Kayla do got a very violent layup package out here. Dan the Film Jet with the $5. He said Joe Ingles came at Max Strus like ankle biter and threw him to the ground. Okay, you already got that last comment. Who else we can talk about from this game? I don't know. Somebody pick a role player and talk about him. Bubba, we're gonna start with you. Pick your role player and talk about him.
Tyler Herro, why the fuck did you not play tonight? Like, I know you fell down, but I fell down this morning. I got up. I went to class. You fell down. You showed up in a cast in a pretty drippy pullover vest, orange, looking like a highlighter out here.
What the?
I saw him crapping the cast at the beginning of the game. Like, I swear, this dude does not know where the fuck he's at when he's out here. Anyway, Max Strus versus Joe Ingles one-on-one is so interesting because it's like watching the future version of someone take the past version of someone on. Like it's like I feel like Joe Ingles isn't even supposed to interact with Max Strus. It could fuck up the timeline. Like we could create a black hole or some shit. Like those dudes really shouldn't even be interacting or talking with each other.
It's called an incursion.
Yeah. Like I swear there's gonna be a new timeline. I swear to God though, like Kyle Lowry's built like Totoro out there, bro, and we really got him out here. Like I can't fucking believe this. Like we just watched that. That was on national television. Like everybody could watch that. Children. Yeah. Again. And Giannis was just in a fucking practice tee, bro. He didn't even come dripped out like Tyler Herro. He was just in the Bucks basketball shirt, bro. No problem there. Holy shit, man.
You think them boys are scouting over there?
Who? Milwaukee?
Knocked to the outside, tracked down by Adebayo with just under 7 minutes to go in the fourth. They have matched their largest lead.
Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy. It won't be long before you're playing point guard for the Guangdong Tigers. You trash-ass motherfucker. Fuck out of my face with that bullshit.
I thought we were about to get cooking. No, okay. Stone, pick a role player and talk about him, bro.
Jay Crowder, 0 points in 15 minutes. I win. I just had to get that off my chest. Interesting point about the Thanasis earlier and him in our rotation. I genuinely am curious Him and Haywood Highsmith one-on-one to a game of 11. Does it finish in under an hour? Like, can those guys score 11 points against each other in the course of an hour? I don't believe so. I can't wait until he's just like a meme in my phone and not wearing a jersey and collecting a game check. He is just the worst thing to ever happen to the NBA, not even just the Heat. Maybe the worst thing that ever happened to me in my life. I really, really hate watching this man play the game of basketball. He is so sorry. He offers nothing of value. And he's going to be delivering my Pollo Tropical very, very soon. And I look forward to it.
Y'all shut up, bro. Want to thank David Session for the Croatian Radical coins, 2,500 of them. He said this motherfucker Pat Riley really liked Mr. Beast. He giving random people millions of dollars, like the video for a Heat Me Beast collab. Really inspirational. I believe that. I believe that. George, pick a role player and talk about him.
Kyle Lowry. That's what I'm going with today. Kyle Lowry, because that's what he is right now. He's a role player. He's not a starter. He's not shit like that. I'm pretty sure, by the way, that currency is something like Costa Rican cents or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't care.
Yeah, it's $4.69.
Dubbed. Anyway, Kyle Lowry. Why the
Konnichiwa.
Shingan Finals. Thank you.
一支后卫，身高6尺10，身披10号战袍，本西蒙斯 ，Number 10，
First of all, I know you want to talk to him, but the timing on that shit was perfect. Go ahead, though, bro. Kyle Lowry.
I don't know where in the fucking minds of the front office that they said to themselves, he can play real minutes anymore. He's built like a wombat. He's built all fours on the ground. He is crazy fucking fat, crazy unathletic, crazy uninspiring, makes me want to cry every single day. Watching him play basketball and watching him flop around like that is reminiscent to my grandmother when she fell down the stairs, and that shit was hard enough to watch. It's terrifying. It's terrifying because the second any sort of contact comes his way, I've never seen someone flail out of the way like the Sharks trying to bite them. It's crazy. He can't play. His only tactic is to draw contact and then fly around. When he puts up a shot, his entire body motion makes me fucking sick. Just the way he flings the ball. I don't even know a player in NBA history that makes me feel like that. Or that reminds me of that. It's like Luke Rittenhouse or something like that. Watching him play, useless and uninvolved. Raymond Felton without the shooting. That's what he is. At this point, he's Raymond Felton without the shooting. Just thick. He's like Jameer Nelson. I don't get it. I don't get why why you play 18 minutes, put up 5 shots, and then throw the ball out of bounds. That's what he does. That's all he does anymore, and it makes me fucking sick. What happened to Jamar Abuya? He's better than him. Play him. Bring him up.
Konnichiwa.
Shingan Finals. Thank you.
一支后卫，身高6尺10，身披10号战袍，本西蒙斯 ，Number
10， They couldn't let you get that Jamar Abuya shit out, bro.
Nigga, ain't nobody with the last name Butte ever gonna be playing playoff minutes for my basketball team.
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Konnichiwa.
Shingan Finals. Thank you.
一支后卫，身高6尺10，身披10号战袍，本西蒙斯 ，Number。
The Russell Westbrook part of that fucking destroys me every time. The way he says it's just
whoever told Kendall where that video was fucked up the whole screen. Go ahead, Jess. Talk about your role player or comment on whatever.
First, I want to say that is way nastier than my Highsmith agenda. I don't care what you guys do. That is another level.
I totally agree.
It's worse than Deadman.
He has an award.
That Bouye is nasty now. That Bouye is.
in my humble opinion, my role player, Kevin Love played 11 minutes, which I happen to be on the Kevin Love is not bad, could play more minutes, could be beneficial to the team vibe. I think he played like 10 minutes. He went 0 for 2. He had 4 points. It was pretty bad. But I feel like you really can't get in any kind of rhythm playing 10 minutes. Maybe that's just me, but I mean, what's when we went down, 25, let's say, why not put this man in the game? Let him shoot some threes that he actually has made in the past few weeks. Let him get in the paint. Let him do something. Like, we're suffering that bad. I would turn to him. I don't understand why we don't. I'm not saying he's some like savior, but I've seen him have some pretty decent games compared to the trash that we were watching. Like, I was confused about that. I thought he could have gotten in the game a little longer and could have had a positive impact on the game, whether it was lost from the start or not. I think he could have played more than 10 minutes.
Where the fuck did that come from?
I had nothing to do with that. I just want to say that.
So the reason I think, like, I think they're playing. Well, they are playing Kevin Love as the backup center. Like, I think there are opportunities to play him more than that if you give him minutes at power forward too, especially when we're getting smashed on the boards. Like, I don't know. I agree with you. I think there's an opportunity there. I want to thank Dan the Film Jet with the $5 dono. He said Bam may have posterized Lopez, but Brook don't care enough. He had enough bag for tonight's game. He even had enough insurance to help his sanity. Like the primary sponsor of the Basement Sports Network, and that is Simple Health Advisors. Ladies and gentlemen, insurance does not need to be complicated. Make sure you email our guy, James Pugh, or give him a call. Email him at jpugh@simplehealthadvisors.com. Or give them a call at 321-345-7738. Again, that is 321-345-7738. Appreciate you. Oh, here we go again. My boy David Sasson with the Christian rock concert dollars, 2,500 of them things. He said Lowry would die if Caleb deploys the Palomalu layup on him. Send him to the heavyweight champ with Ben Stiller. Blue Steel. I fucks with that. Ricky, pick your role player and talk about him, bro.
I mean, I was actually going to use Omer Yurtseven to lead into our insurance sponsor, but that's ruined. So thanks, Dan. Appreciate you, buddy. Well, no, but here's the thing. You got to be a special kind of cooked if you're getting blown out by 40 and Spo still doesn't put you in. You're either cooked or you're Udonis Haslem. And that's unfortunate. Is he healthy? Because, I remember, hey, let's start him next to Bam. He's the future. All this other stuff, and he hasn't played all season with that ankle stuff, and now it's just like, that sucks. Does that count as a role player, even though he didn't play? Or
hey Ricky, to your point, even the ESPN app is trolling because I wanted to see the last game he played. So I clicked on his name. Look at the numbers they said this man put up tonight.
Yeah, we 100% can see that. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
23-2.
Yeah. How many? What is that by per 48 minutes or something like that?
48,000.
Yeah. That's possible. But hey, Depot scored 15 points, so that midseason acquisition of the year, or that yearly midseason acquisition, actually showed up for the first time in 30 days. So if you combine him and Kevin Love, we had a pretty great trade deadline that really helped us out this year. So I'm really enthused about that.
You are devastatingly petty, Cain, Ricky. I just want to put that out there. It's just no real aim at that comment. Just a general note aside. You're petty as shit.
Thank you for your support.
You're welcome. Always, my brother. Never anything less. Kendall, go ahead and pick a player. Talk about him. Role player.
It's time for
Kendall's Negro Saturday Night.
Presented by Simple Health Advisors.
Ricky just brought it to my attention that Victor Oladipo actually played basketball today. Victor Oladipo, bro, like, I'm gonna just use him to like highlight on how the Heat are doing business. And I know why they do it and all this bird rights and shit to flip them and this. The nigga played 12 games in 2 years and got a raise. How? How in the fuck do you come to work 12 times over a 2-year span and get a raise? Bruh, that is insane.
That's culture.
That front office is menacing. And yes, Depot had to be the one to like the role player that I chose, bro, because it's like, how in the fuck, bro? Like, he came here and got traded for Kelly Olynyk.
Shit.
And some extra shit. And everybody was like, oh, cool. Cooked his knee. Deep fried. Like, hibachi grilled it. Didn't even waste no time. 4 games and put his shit on the hibachi grill and he was done. And then people was just sitting like on some like hypertension shit through a whole season where the team actually played good in the regular season. Depot come back in a fan base that for a player that has done absolutely nothing for you, motherfuckers start saying Depot Day. That shit blew my mind last year, bro. And I know that's last year, and we talking about today. But we went from Depot Day to now, where it's like he played 42 games this year. He was cooked this year too. He played despite Spo not wanting to play him. That's how cooked it is out here, bro. Like, it's nasty. And that nigga got a raise for coming to work, for getting hurt, bro. All because the front office didn't want to be wrong, I guess, in the grand scheme of things. Where the guy, they lost that deal. They got smoked. Even though Kelly Olynyk ain't helping nobody really, like.
Hey, Avery Bradley ain't really play for us, but it don't matter. Neither did Victor Oladipo.
At least KO probably would have been shown. He would have probably showed up for work. You feel me? Like, he would have been a floor that.
KO would have started today.
He would have been that stretch four everybody been looking for.
The perfect 4 next to Bell?
Hey, they thought they drafted him and decided to flip him for a point guard that they decided to give $27 million to, that was playing on a basketball court with a team down 30. It's so nasty out here, bro. Like,
that name is nasty. Bubba, you said you got an idea that you wanted to pose to the panel.
Well, I've been kind of looking at my second monitor here, trying to, change. We're all down on this team right now after this terrible loss. So I'm looking at some trades right now, and I'm going to ignore that because I won't be able to keep my train of thought. It's killing me. But listen, I've been looking at some trades, and I think I found a destination. It's pretty close to home for a lot of these Heat players, so I think it makes a lot of sense for them. I'm talking Strus, Duncan, Depot, and it's the local Heat concessions team in the stadium. I think Max Strus should start practicing asking Andy Ellisberg if he wants extra cheese whiz on his nachos and if he wants a souvenir cup for his Diet Pepsi. This man should not be shooting anymore. All of them need to be behind the counter, putting mustard on hot dogs and making kids hopefully smile. Duncan Robinson should straight up dress like a clown at the fucking arena and try to make kids laugh and smile because this is a fucking joke, bruh.
why is everybody saying he loud? It's not loud for me.
Bro, when he first started talking, you should have seen Stone, Ricky, and George all over.
He pulled his AirPod out his ear. I was like, what's going on?
Shit, George took his headphones off. That bitch
Someone's
did
fucking
come
yelling
in
at me
hot.
from behind me. It's fucking loud.
It was like one of those commercials where like they scream at you to try and get your attention. Like that's how he came across. Like, we have a sale this weekend. Like that. Like that.
You ever fall asleep when you were a kid watching a movie and then that fucking ad pops up at the start of the movie?
We don't know about your Australian TV, boy. Get out of here, boy. Fuck wrong with you? With your desert tube? We don't know what you...
I want you to do me a favor. remove this cracker from my show.
He was telling us about Revenge of the Kangaroos. You never seen it?
I was trying to tell you, bro. Roo TV, bro. We don't know nothing about that. What do they call theirs? Kangaroo Tube? That was cool.
Boo. Boo.
Shelby, they booing your ass. Fuck is you talking about? How are you?
I'm all right.
Which role player are you here to discuss?
I'm here to discuss a role player by the name of Rui Hachimura for the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, if you guys have been paying attention to the playoff basketball going on around the league, you will know that Rui off the bench is averaging about 25 points a game on 62% shooting. Kendall, can you inform me, good sir, as to who Rui Hachimura was acquired for by the Lakers?
It's time for
Kendall's Negro Stat of the Night.
Presented by Simple Health Advisors.
That was not me, but that shit was excellent. Yes, Alex Shelvin, I can. That young man, I don't know why you're doing that, but it's okay. That young man was flipped for Kenberto nothing, and 5 second-round picks. Something that our esteemed older statesman that spends a lot of time playing dominoes with Pat Riley in the retirement home, Hot Take Harry, has been a huge advocate of acquiring second-round picks, however you can do it, just to have them in the stash. And, you know, a lot of teams cashed in with them motherfuckers this year. And
I got one more follow-up question for Ricky, since he's sort of like the historian. Ricky, what was Kendrick Nunn's team prior to the Lakers?
Ricky said
he ain't answered, so I can't tell you his prior team, but I can tell you the team that he about to be playing for.
Konnichiwa.
Shingang Final. Thank you.
一支后卫，身高6尺10，身披10号战袍，本西蒙斯 ，Number 10，
Oh shit!
Since Ricky is muted for whatever reason, Kendrick Nunn's prior team was your Miami Heat, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, continue.
Oh, you guys are making this tough. We let Kendrick God. Yeah, that tough. We let Kendrick Nunn walk for nothing. And the Lakers traded him and acquired a positive playoff asset for their series against the Memphis Grizzlies. This team, there was a report that came out a couple days ago. They prioritized staying under the tax line rather than making deadline moves. They were completely unserious from the start. So this blowout and the rest of this series should be zero surprise for anyone. If you think this is over in 5, maybe they're lucky and they manage to pull out some miracle and push this to 6. It doesn't matter. The Georgia antics are too much tonight, bro.
George, bro. What is going on here, bro?
I got kicked off. And now I'm back. But I'm not George anymore. This is Bogan George. Bogan George has arrived.
Yo, if we keep talking about Pat Riley's mistakes enough, this is going to turn into like a dementia awareness or dementia charity stream. Like, for real. Like, we can't keep rattling off mistakes like this. Like, I mean, I'm looking up right now 12 home remedies ways to treat this dementia, and I'm trying to send this right now to the Miami Heat front office because they clearly don't believe in medication. It's shameful, bro. Like, they got me out here doing research for old people.
You said the front office don't believe in
medication.
Science.
Medication. Yeah, I think they're stuck in the past. They're out of touch. So I'm assuming they're also not on that wave either. So they're kind of looking for the home remedies, obviously, to treat Pat Riley's, Get him a balanced diet, vitamin E, vitamin D, vitamin A. Fucking Christ, bro. Give him this man all the vitamins so he can wake the fuck up and trade every single person on this fucking roster outside of Jimmy and Bam.
He's probably not going to do that. But George, what did you say your alter ego's name is?
It's no, George's visa got expired. I'm Bogan George. This is completely different people. Two different people.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Do you know who the last undrafted player to win an NBA championship is?
Me.
You? We employ you.
Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
No.
Udonis Haslem.
Greg Van Fleet. Not Greg, Fred. That's the one. Fred Van Fleet. He is the last player to win a championship that's actually played more. I think it was more than 3 minutes in a game. That's what I was reading. And we employ 11 of them. And then the report comes out at the end of the season saying the Heat want to see all the games before they're making the decisions. If you haven't made your decisions by the start of the All-Star break of who you want to kick out, then you're fucked. We will be seeing the same roster back next year, mostly, with the addition of Jamal Cain.
Did you say we?
I told him. You better find another ego. That booyah shit, booyah, you out of here. I'm just kidding.
But he's talking about we. If they bring back this roster again next season, we will no longer have a network.
Yeah, you can shut this shit down.
That George don't know ball. I think he
said
said somebody
played 3 minutes or more.
Minutes.
And us just played 26 seconds in the last game.
Niggas will cover badminton, bitch. Fuck you talking about?
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Cricket season, we here, but
fucking you tell that, boy. Water polo, I'm on that.
Curling, I'm a big fan. Curling.
Hey, bro. Welcome to the X Games post-game show.
Tony who? Tony who?
Room Gliffberg. Fuck around, y'all. Bob Burnquist. We will be come on now. Don't act like the boy ain't play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay?
The Call of Duty Modern Warfare World Championships. We're covering that.
I don't know nothing about that. That's that boy Threat Bad, but you can get on there with him. But I will not be covering. I will not be covering basketball if they play.
There's a lot of money in that, by the way. Esports commentating. That's the next segment. That's what we're doing next. That is real money there.
Y'all do it next. I'm just gonna be here collecting. So let's talk about this next game, even though nobody really wants to. Who ain't talked in a long time? Ricky, you ain't talked in a long time. The boy feeling good about game 3? You have no desire to talk to us tonight.
Boy, your mic is not working, bro.
I think Maserati blew out his headset and his mic.
Yeah.
So, first of all, say pause when you talk about Maserati blowing anything near Ricky J. Mark.
Yeah, I'm the yeah.
You don't know. Oh, there you go. I can hear
I'm
you.
good. Yeah, I don't think anybody has to worry about.
Nah, bro, you sound like you trying
Bro,
to
it sounds like you were talking from Guayla Tigers. It is.
That boy
sounds like you're talking like this.
With one of them antennas that you pull up like this. Fuck wrong with you?
What's going on? How about now?
Microphone.
Yeah, you're good.
I got a blue Yeti. I'm chilling. No. Well, it depends on what you mean by feeling good. Like, do I want the pain to end? Do I want, a lottery pick? Oh wait, no. Oh no, it's gonna be ugly again. We're gonna lose. This team is completely outmatched. Actually, you know what? No. Matter of fact, the Miami Heat are gonna blow out the Milwaukee Bucks in game 3. It's not even going to be close. They're going to win by 40. It's going to be disgusting. Tyler Herro is going to Willis Reed his way down the tunnel and miraculously score 37 points in a victory. And then he's going to completely change our perspective. His wingspan is going to grow to about 7'1". His calves are going to be like Jack Grealish overnight. I mean, he's going to make Larry Bird look like Bobby Sura. It's just... we are on the verge of witnessing one of the greatest Alonzo performances in NBA history.
What do you mean, Alonzo?
Oh, no, not Alonzo Highsmith. His name's Haywood, isn't it? Never mind. See, I ruined that. But, yeah, no, Miami's going to be amazing. They're going to win game 3. They're going to lose game 4, and then they're going to win the 2 games after that. And then they're going to go on to win the NBA championship because that's Heat culture. And as long as we believe, as long as we support our team, they're going to overcome no matter what obstacle is set in their way. And matter of fact, we're not even going to need to acquire anybody because we have everything we need here. Play Highsmith at the 4. Watch us win 60.
Okay. Thank you, David Sasson, for the 2,500 Costa Rican Rocket coins. Send Max and Duncan to do curling, Shelton. The movement would serve him to be a janitor for Miami Grill by next year. Appreciate y'all for the show. Appreciate you for joining us, David Sasson. I have no idea what that money is, though. I need you to tell me because I don't believe George.
It's Costa Rica. Yeah, it's Costa Rican money. It's about $4.69.
$7 Australian on the dot.
That's hilarious.
Cryptocurrency is what that stands for. George, the boy feeling good?
Yes. And I'll tell you why. Because I believe that we're going to have... I think we'll win. No, genuinely. And this is no troll, no bullshit. I think we'll win the first game of our homestand. I genuinely think we'll win.
What are you implying?
42 Jimmy Butler minutes. Sorry? No, absolutely not. Sir Ricky J. Marxist. Right. I'm trying to... I'm trying to say that we'll have 42 Jimmy Butler minutes and he will pop the fuck off. And Bam will absolutely dominate. We will have nothing stopping us in our way of victory in that game. I actually think we'll win. And we're going to take the season. We'll take the series in 6.
You lost me. Jess, the girl feeling good?
I just don't see any way. I don't know what we'd do drastically different than we did tonight. We will never, not just in this series, we will never again, maybe as a team as currently constructed, ever shoot 60% ever again. That was an anomaly. And for the uneducated and overly optimistic, it felt like something very good and very encouraging. And it's not, it shouldn't have been, it should have scared the shit out of you. And you should have had the awareness to be like, let me not get excited about this. And we all kind of said that before this game, and exactly what we thought was going to happen happened. So home court advantage doesn't matter in this series when you have 11 undrafted players against that team. It just doesn't. So I think they win the next 3, put us out of our misery. I'm okay with it. On to the next one.
My bad, George. I just saw your comment, bro. My bad. Shelton, the boy feeling good?
Yes, I'm going to keep this very short. We are witnessing the final appearances of 85 to 95% of this roster in a Heat uniform, and I am savoring every moment of it. That's
15% max is the last time. Most of these guys, Jamal Cain is going to be on this roster next year. There's no doubt in my mind that he will absolutely be on this roster next year. And the trio of Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler will all be on this roster next year.
And your favorite, Shameless Highsmith, who was signed to a 3-year deal.
First of all,
yes.
First of all, I hope you guys have a great time covering that team. I would like to introduce y'all to the new host of the postgame show, Alex Sheltman. Congratulations, because I will not be here. Bubba, the boy feeling good?
Are PEDs allowed in the NBA? Because we weren't one shot away. We're one PED away, bro.
LeBron James use them.
We are missing HGH. That is what we are missing. We are missing A-Rod's plug. We are missing Barry Bonds' plug. We need to fire Chris Quinn and call that man. They need to give Max Strus the strongest shit that they got to be able to somehow battle in the low post with Brook Lopez because this is going to get more embarrassing as we go along. I still believe Jimmy steals one game at home, so I think it'll be 2-2. But after that, I don't like us at all. So I think we might push it to 6, but I don't know. Tonight felt like the moment to maybe actually take the series and have a real chance at it, and they flopped in the absolute biggest way. Like, we're making a bunch of jokes tonight. It's been fantastic, but like bottom line, that was fucking shameful. Like straight up, they were missing their best player, and you had a chance to really like be, everything they like to say they are and take advantage and all this shit and be the team with the energy and the toughness. We have enough, all this bullshit. Well, you have more than them tonight, and wasn't enough. So,
well, I mean, I think I like the point earlier that was made about Tyler Herro being more important to us than Giannis is to kind of like their overall team success in this series in particular, because Tyler is probably our primary drop killer. They employ heavy uses of drop, but your overarching point is valid. Like I don't care. Tyler Herro's not playing, so his grade for this series is an F, and I don't care that he's injured. Stone, the boy feeling good?
Listen, if this is it, and this is the last time we see Kyle Lowry play at whatever abomination of a name we now call the arena that this abomination of a team plays out of, if this is the last time that we get to see him lace it up in front of the diehards in Miami, it's been real. It's been a ride. It's been real frustrating. It's been real terrible. It's been real predictable is probably the most frustrating part about all of it. And it's going to be really great when we take the Avengers U-hauler and we pack your fat ass up and we drop you off on another planet far from here and we never have to deal with you again. Thank you.
Kendall, the boy feeling good?
Yeah, I'm Gucci. Because I don't lose. I just simply pivot. But I don't have to pivot because I never lose. The sooner the season over, the better. This game, bro, I don't know. It is what it is, bro. Like, the team shitty as hell. They've been shitty as hell. Been so tired of talking about them, but, got to go to work, I guess. Word of Young Jeezy and Jay Billis. But it's sickening. It's sickening. Like, seriously, bro. Like, yeah.
Bro, listen, bro. The basketball guys have been speaking to me, bro. All right? And I speak a very fluent language with them. I am indeed God's favorite. So when it's time for the word of the Lord himself to be spoken, he usually uses me as his vessel. And he's telling me to tell y'all that the Heat about to blow that shit out. Fuck is y'all talking about? That's what he said, not me. That's what he said. All right?
This guy's a ball.
Fuck is you talking about? Listen, they do what you don't expect them folks to do. All right? This game, after getting embarrassed like this, then it makes perfect Miami Heat sense to come back, win a close game in the Heat's arena, because I don't really know the name of it, the Kayak Arena, but you win the first game in there. You lose every game for the rest of the series. But they got one more time in them.
Well, I got one more in me.
They got one more time to make you hoes believe that this season is going to be something that it is not.
Can I change my prediction? You're so right, bro. They're losing this game. They're winning next game. We're going up 2-1. We're going up 2-1. And, bro, honestly, watch Giannis not even travel to Miami. Watch
Welcome
Giannis
to the team.
travel to Miami. Just tell him, yo, get healthy. We'll see you back in Milwaukee if it even takes us that far.
Bro, listen, bro.
For real.
They go win this next game, and you're going to hear people tell you, again, what Miami has to do to win this series. The next time Miami wins a game will be the last time Miami wins a game this season, all right? So we're going to enjoy that when it comes. I'm going to lie to y'all for the rest of the season. But as always, thank you guys in the comments for joining us, making the show much more fun than it would have been without you. Thank you to George. Thank you to Stone. Thank you to Bubba. Thank you to Jess. Thank you to Alex. And, of course, thank you to the 2Ks, Kane Ricky, Kane Kendall, Kane Justin on the back and the ones and twos. We'll see y'all next game. Play the video, Justin.